Hey Lovies, welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new Lovies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. I'm excited, guys. We have a couple of good things going on. We will be talking about our 5K giveaway, the rules for that. Also, I'm being joined by my good friend Ro from Craftecular today. I will also be sharing more information about her as we get further along into this video. Let's talk about our first project, Lovey. We're taking this wallflower or hanging flower that I picked up from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be painting it in the colors red, white, and blue. As the thumbnail show, we are doing patriotic decor. We're going to have some, modern day as well as some Americana style going on here, guys. I've just been trying to mix up a few things throughout my videos, giving a little bit of this and a little bit of that for everybody. And we're going to be doing some decoupaging today, guys. If you've been here with me anytime, you guys know how much I love to decoupage. So I figured it would be best to just, since we're going to be giving away the mini heat press by Cricut, that we might as well demonstrate how it works, right? Like, I think that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to roll with that. So as you can see here, I am taking the napkin. I had already separated the plies. What I did off camera was I painted the surface with, well, not painted, but I put my podge on the surface, let that completely dry, went in with the napkin, added some parchment paper. I applied the mini heat press to it, and that just reactivates that Mod Podge and seals the deal here, guys. And it is seamless, flawless. I love the way this came together. This looks like it was painted on there, and that's one of the reasons I love decoupaging, because I've said it before and I'll say it again that it can take a piece and elevate it to the next level with minimal effort. So what you see I'm doing here is I'm taking some of my star embellishments, and I got these stars off of Amazon, guys. And that bow is a bow from Dollar Tree. I just removed the tails from it and added the little foily thing back on there. But I'm just playing around with these stars, and I'm just going to kind of give them a little bit of a ring, if you will, around this flower. And I really thought this was super cute. It just screamed, patriotic decor to me. We have Flag Day coming. We have the 4th of July, Labor Day. So we have enough time if you want to still decorate either your outside or your indoors. We still have enough time to put up some really pretty crafts. So once I get them laid out how I want them, guys, I'm just going to take some hot glue and I'm going to adhere them to this sign. And I really love the way this came together, guys. So guys, let's talk about the rules for the 5K giveaway before our next project pops up. So just like our previous giveaway, you have to be a U.S. resident. You have to reside in the U.S. You have to subscribe to this channel. You have to like this video. And then what you will have to do next to get entered into the giveaway is I am going to have a video, one of my previous videos. At the end of this video, you have to go to that video and leave me a heart in the comment section. Okay, who all does that will be entered into the giveaway. Now guys, Ro, my girl, my sweet friend, we have collabed in several open collabs together. This is our first one-on-one. She is the sweet lady, guys, who sent us the rub-on transfers and the wall decals and all that good stuff that was in that box. It came from her. So guys, do me a solid, go by, tell her I said hello. If you're coming over from Ro's channel, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. I hope you consider joining my YouTube family. Okay, so next, guys, what we're doing here is we're taking a wooden mason jar. Also got that from Hobby Lobby, as well as this fabric I picked up from Hobby Lobby as well. I love the patchwork on this fabric. I used it during the fall on some pumpkins, and guys, I've used it a couple of times since then too, but I just love it. It's just so versatile, and it's so, I don't know, it's just, I love it. It just reminds me of being young. I have no idea why, but it does. So what I'm doing is I just cut it down to size so we can add it to the mason jar. And just like our first project with our Mod Podge, we're going to do the same thing, but we're just going to do it with fabric. We are going to use some of the fabric Mod Podge in this instance, just because it is a little bit thicker than regular Mod Podge. Now, if you don't have fabric Mod Podge, by all means, you can definitely use the yeah, no, I couldn't get through the video. Yeah, I know I couldn't get through here. You can use a regular Mod Podge. You just have to apply it on a little bit thicker because we are working with fabric. But I have done it in the past and I have not had issues with that. So just know that you can do that. You don't have to have fabric Mod Podge to do this. So I'm just going in, going just like just section at a time. You can definitely cover the whole board here. And I will also say, like, you don't have to put Mod Podge on here, let it dry like you do with a napkin, because the fabric is so thick. It's okay. You can move forward with it, and then you can go ahead and apply the heat press, not immediately, but maybe like in this case, because this surface was really large, it's about 17 inches, give or take. So by the time I got to the bottom, the top had already started drying. So I could just add the parchment paper on top of there and apply my heat press right to it. And it did not stick to the parchment paper. As you guys can see there, I was able to maneuver just like I did on the first project. So just keep that in mind. And decoupaging is something that the more you do it, the better you get at it. There's so many different techniques out there that you can use to decoupage. And I mean, it's endless options out there. So, this is just ways that I like to do it. So I hope it's easy to follow. And also, you can sand away fabric. Like a lot of people, they curse it, they don't like it. But if you have a strong enough grit sandpaper, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but if your grit is gritty enough, there's the rules, guys. Pause, but it will be you will see that pop up again towards the end of the video. I forgot what I was saying now, so I get too excited. Oh, I was talking about grit paper. Like, I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to grit, sandpaper, and all that stuff. I think Run 20 is like the grittiest one of them all. Whichever one has the grittiest pieces to it, use that and it'll take away your fabric. So next, what I'm doing here is taking this placemat that I picked up from Hobby Lobby in the fall. Nope, in the beginning of spring. And I used it on another project that never made it to one of my videos because I forgot to record it. So I took this from there and I'm just going to cut this down, and it's just going to be the top for our mason jar, as you see there. I thought that was super cool. It saved me a couple of steps. I don't have to pleat anything. It's already pleated. All I have to do is cut it. And I thought, if it makes life easier for me, then why not do it? So I did it. So yeah, there we go. And all I'm doing here is I'm gonna add some hot glue in. As you guys can see, this is all pretty self-explanatory. These were some easy DIYs, guys, today. I just wanted to give you guys something for inspiration. And even if you guys don't decorate for any of the patriotic holidays, you can still take these steps or the methods or whatever you want to call them and apply them to your other DIYs that you're doing. This is very versatile. It does not have to be specific to patriotic decor. I like to throw that out there. I don't throw it out there enough, but pretty much any of my DIYs are not specific to any, type of decor. You can apply them across the board. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on with my voice. Lately, like the last few months, it just goes in and out. I don't know. But anyway, sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. All right. So what I'm doing here is I did apply some hot glue. I did staple it down, as you can see here, and it did not go through the back or the front of the board because I was stapling on the pleat or the seam. So it created a thicker barrier there. So it was thick enough for it to adhere to the board, but not to go all the way through. Now I'm going in with this ribbon here. Now I know right here it kind of looks a little orangish. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Orangey. Okay? It looks a little like in the orange family, but it is actually red. And when I do the final reveal, you guys will see. I do a close-up of it. And so, guys, I call myself tying a double loop bow. I know Kathy Jo sent me some bows, but I needed it in this color ribbon. So I attempted to do it myself. It did not come out perfect, but I was rolling with it. I mean, I focused hard on this to get them double loops going there. And I was pretty impressed with myself. Even though one of the ribbons were in, one of the tails was in the back and one is in the front. Y'all can't tell that, but I'm telling on myself and telling y'all what happened here. One of the tails is in the back and one is in the front. But y'all know that's how I roll. And I'm going to keep rolling with it. So anyway, it looks like a bow. It acts like a bow. So we're going to let it be a bow today. All right, so I'm taking some of this pick here, and I just kind of disassembled it and added little pieces to the bow there, just to give it a little pop, not too much, because the pattern is so busy. I did not want to overwhelm this piece, and I have to say it was quite darling. Now, I wasn't sure. I did want to put something in the middle of the bottom part there. So you do see the word America, and that came in a pack of laser cutouts that I had got from Hobby Lobby, and as well as these, but I switched it out for the Blessed and Thank You, as you guys can clearly see there. And we're moving on into the next project. Okay. So I got this drain board from Daiso, guys. Now you can totally recreate this using some scrap wood from Dollar Tree or anything you have laying around. You can use this with, you know, some wood painter sticks, some wood dowels, and get the same exact piece here, guys. This is just something I had. It was already pre-made. I paid $1.75 for it. Or either $1.50 when they were $1.50, because I've had this in my stash. I've had quite a few of them in my stash for a while. So what you see here is I'm taking that red paint as well as that vintage white paint, and I'm gonna do a play on a flag here. So I'm just going to alternate the colors here, and you're going to see me do some light distressing, more like a dry brush, if you will. I do wipe it down with a wet napkin, and then I do go in and I do some kind of a light dusting, not a heavy distressing here. I do kind of touch into the edges a little bit just to give a little bit of a pop, and then I am going to come back once it all gets dry and go over everything and give it a dry brush with the burnt umber. So the blue paint I'm using there is the Ocean Color Blue by Waverly. And so here, guys, I left this in because I was originally going to go with this blue color, but once I actually put it up on the sign, it just did not match against the bow. And I think I left a little bit of a snippet in there for you guys to see what I'm talking about. And what I decided to do while I put that to the side is I like this bow. It came from Dollar Tree, but the tails of it was too bright because, again, we're trying to, you know, do that Americana style piece. And so, you know, the Americana style is very rustic and worn, you know, and tattered. And so the bow the tails of the bow was just too bright. And so, as I mentioned, this is where I go in with the burnt umber to really bring it to life here. And I gotta say, guys, I really, really love this piece. Like, it was just so simple, but yet so pretty to me. I do love distressing. I do love farmhouse. I do love that rugged look, worn look. I love it. I just do. And so here is where I go in with the bow, and I'm going to just add some hot glue to it. I'm not putting anything heavier on it. I don't really feel like it needs it because it is such a lightweight piece. But I have my Gorilla Glue, hot glue, so it holds pretty well. I haven't had issues with it before in instances like this. So once I get that how I want it, and this is where I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So I do like it. I like the contrast, but when you look at it up against the bow, it was just not giving me what I wanted. So that's why I made that decision to switch up the color. Now you guys can let me know, should I have left it blue? Do you guys like it with the burnt umber? I personally do like it with the burnt umber. I think it really ties into the piece very nicely and gives me that rustic charm that I was going after. So again, I'm just taking hot glue to adhere to the piece. Now guys, with this piece, I do add some embellishments off camera because I had switched things up quite a bit with this project, and it was just becoming too lengthy in that aspect. So you'll see that at the end of the video. So here we are with our next project, and guys, I absolutely love this piece. It came out so stunning to me. Oh my goodness, it was so pretty. So I got this rice paper from DecoupageNapkins.com. I am an affiliate with them. If you want to check them out, I do have a link in my description box for them, as well as a code to use to get a discount if you should order from them. This one is just so simple. It had the flag with the eagle standing on rocks, and I love the color. The color of it was just so rich and beautiful. And what you see I'm doing here, guys, and I don't think I explained this part in the beginning, I'm taking my water pen that I got from Dollar Tree. Now, you can use your finger, you can use a paintbrush. There's so many different ways to outline your paper or napkin that you're working with. I just really like working with the water pen. And all I did was go around the area that I want to remove. And guys, look at that. I could have totally left this piece just like that and been 100% okay with it. It was gorgeous. So, but what I decided to do was take some of that burnt umber paint and paint it. And don't get discouraged by this, guys. I know it looks overwhelming, but wait till you see the end result. It came out gorgeous. So I did some light white brushing over it, and then I went in and I just started kind of dusting it like swirlies, just going around where the paper ends, where it kind of where I tore off the paper, and I just started swirling and swirling. And what it does when you do that, guys, it creates this effect as if it's almost like a 3D effect. I don't know how to explain that part, but it gives it a different look when you're looking at it. So that's where I went with this. I know I did not explain that perfectly, but I hope you guys can see what I'm talking about. It just makes it look different. I don't know how to explain it, guys. So next, I had went through this napkin that I had in my stash for a long time. I got them probably like 2-3 years ago. I can't remember. And so I just separated them and I put God Bless America right across the bottom there, guys. And I love that piece. And here we are with the final piece of today, guys. This wood round, I know it's not a complete wood round, but I guess like a cutting board, a round cutting board. Picked it up from Dollar Tree, had that in my stash. I got that crafting paper from Hobby Lobby, and it was, I want to say 40% off, I believe. And I really like the little banner thingies on it. I know that's not what they're called, but whatever they're called, I like those little things. And I like the fact that it looked like they were kind of layered, like almost giving that 3D illusion as well. But I like them anyway. So I traced that out, as you guys could see. Did the whole decoupage, Mod Podge, everything on there. I'm massaging the, Mod Podge around just to make sure I don't have any bubbles or anything like that. And then I'm going to go in with my heat press and I am going to iron it. But first, here, I'm going to sand away the excess. Okay. And I'm just using my little zip sander that I got from Amazon. And once I have it all smoothed out, now, I guess I must have did that part and blinked. I don't know what I did, guys. Okay, so we're moving on to the embellishments. Now, I was gonna add the little gnome here, and I kind of I should have went ahead and added him, but I felt like it was too much going on, and I was like, oh, he might get lost in there, so I opted to take him off of there. But these Patriotic floral picks came from Dollar Tree. This was the first time I ever saw them at my stores, and I grabbed a few bunches of them. They had different styles, so I grabbed one of each, and I just took two off there, as you guys can see, and added it to the top. Now what you see I'm doing here is when you decoupage, anywhere that you put paper that did not have any Mod Podge on it, if you put a flame to that, it will burn that specific area without messing up your project, and it gives you a clean finish. That's why I did a freeze frame here, so you guys could see how seamless the finish is, and that way you don't have to try to jam something up there to sand away the paper or try to cut out the perfect hole. You can just burn it and it'll burn through and leave your edges seamless. And all I did after that, guys, was add in the word freedom. That was also in a pack of different cutouts that I picked up from Hobby Lobby last year. And then I'm going in with some more stars, and I'm just putting a couple here and there, and you will see that at the final reveal. And then next, what I'm going to do is take some of my beads. Now these are beads from Christmas, but they had the stripes and they had red and white in there, and I thought, you know, be really nice to add to the hanger. But here we are with the final reveal, guys. You have to let me know if by chance you had a favorite today, or if you didn't have a favorite today. I want to hear about that too. Again, as long as we're respectful and tactful, I am open to receive it, guys. And if you're still here writing with me, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate each and every one of you, guys. Don't forget that I am collabing with Ro today. Stop by, tell her I said hello. I can't wait to see what she has for you guys. And also, guys, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting. You guys know how I feel about the comments. Keep them coming. I love to chat with you guys after each and every video. I know I have more comments that I have to catch up on. It's just been, I've had some crazy weeks, guys. You know, I'm trying to prepare to go on vacation, so things are just all over the place. So just have patience with me. I will get to every comment, I promise. But yeah, let me know, guys, how you feel about today's projects. And again, stop by, tell Ro I said hello, and I'll be over there to check her out in a few minutes. And guys, here are the rules again, so make sure you follow them all to be entered into that giveaway. Until the next video, lovies, be safe, be kind, hugs and kisses, XOXO, bye.